Welcome back. We're going to look real quick at Google Sheets. I wanted to make sure I custom made this video because there are very specific things that Google Level 1 needs to know. So let's get started. Let's use the trick that we learned with Google Docs when creating a new one. Let's go to sheets.new. And there we are, a new sheet. So we're going to focus a little bit. Let me move my screen over so you can see the whole thing. We're going to focus a little bit on first just basic entering of data and using logic and formulas to just do simple things like sum and average. So if we're just putting in basic numbers, so let's go 12, 13, 14, 15, 60, and 50. And we want to add up these numbers. So we select our cell where we want our number to be, and we go up. We just click the cell, or we can go up here to the formula bar. We hit equal, and then it's going to give you a suggestion. But let's do it the old-fashioned way so that we know how to do it. So we'll just go equal, and then we type in sum. And then we're going to go open parenthesis. Then we're going to select our first cell. This is called an array. So we'll select our array. We'll just click and hold and drag. Let go, and then we close parenthesis, hit enter, and that's our sum. If we did the same thing for average, let's just clear this out. We go equal, average, open parenthesis, again, click, hold, drag, our array, close parenthesis. We have now made an average. It's going to suggest some things, again, because Google is very friendly like that. And it's going to suggest possible fixes to your errors or some shortcuts or whatever, but it's just important to know how to do it up front. Let's look at creating a chart, for instance. So let's take this array of numbers that we have here, and let's just highlight them. We'll go to Insert, and let's go Insert Chart, and it automatically will create a chart based on the most logical chart based on the array and the numbers that we have. You can also customize what kind of chart you want to see based on your data. So if we were to stick with this chart, we could easily put this in other documents, other presentations, like let's say, for instance, if we just click on it like we did here, if we go Control C for copy, and we open up a doc, we can just drop it right in there. Now it's going to ask us if we want to link the spreadsheet or not. That just basically means it keeps a link between the original data and the where we're dropping the data. It doesn't really matter. You can paste it unlinked or linked. Paste, and there it is. The reason it says, or another reason why it asks if you want it to be linked is because, let's go back and change some things here. Let's go back and make this a 60. And you can see that it changed the way our graph looks. Let's see if it changed it here. It normally would have. Update. See, now because it's linked, it will change. Think of like a dashboard, right? The dashboard will change based on the data from the original data set. So you can put that in a doc, you can put that in a Google Slides. It doesn't really matter. You have the ability to copy and paste that chart into any other Google tool. Let's go back real quick and just look at the data itself. We're going to do two more things. We're going to look at the data here, and we're going to sort it. You can see it's already sorted by less to more. That's just because that's how the way I put the numbers in. But let's go ahead and find a way that how we're going to sort this, and we're going to select it. We're going to sort this by a different way. So we go highlight it. There is a option here, but I always go up to data. We're going to sort, so we can sort sheet or we can sort range. If you've selected the array, you're going to go select range. You're going to sort by column A to Z, or Z to A. Let's do Z to A. And then you can see here that it went biggest to smallest. Let's go back and do it again. Sort range, A to Z, and it sorts it again from little to largest. Now, it will allow you, if you have more data points, to do custom data sorting. So you can go to options and you can sort by certain columns. Since we only have data in one column, it's only given us the option for one. But that's where you would go to sort that data. One more thing, let's say you're working on this spreadsheet and you're sharing it with other people, and you don't want your data to be messed up. You don't want anybody to bother your data. So you're going to select the data that you want. You're going to go over here to data, all the way down here to, where is it? Protect sheets and ranges. So you're going to click protect sheets and ranges. Enter a description. Data for period 1. GR. It's already said selected to range because I selected it prior to me opening this, but it would give you the option to select it once you're in here. You could also select the whole sheet. This is sheet 1, but we're just going to do range, and then we're going to set permissions. It's going to allow you to set these permissions. You can see down here at the bottom. Show a warning when editing this range, or restrict who can edit. Only you, or you can set permissions to anyone else to be the only people that are allowed to edit that. So that's pretty cool whenever you're working on a project that you don't want your data to be bothered.